Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV and welcome to another video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. And as always, leave your thoughts in the comments. And Tuesday night, Chelsea face Southampton at Stamford Bridge in a must-win game. Must win. We're 2 wins in our last 10 matches. And this is as close to a guarantee that you will get to 3 points in the Premier League. Southampton, absolutely dreadful, on course to be the worst side in Premier League history. But having said that, you can take nothing for granted with this Chelsea team, given the problems we've got and given how we've been performing in recent weeks. In today's video, guys, I'm going to be going through Maresca's press conference, some of the things that he said, and getting stuck into that. So, yeah, let's start with the news that Trevor Chalobah obviously went off injured against Aston Villa early on. He's expected to be out for around a week to 10 days. So that's much better than first feared. He's probably only going to will definitely miss Southampton and probably miss Copenhagen away, but he should be back for Leicester or certainly be back for the return leg against Copenhagen at the start of March. So whilst it is a blow and it's another body down, and it means that we've got even less options available in defence now because Wesley Fofana and Benoit Badiashile are still out. Acheampong's fallen out of favour. Colwell's not playing well. And Tosin has just kind of been average, if we're being honest. So, I mean, look, it gives us another selection issue heading into the Southampton game. Will it be Colwell and Tosin again, that the pair that finished the Villa game? For me personally, I'd rather see Acheampong play at centre-back alongside Colwell. I know Colwell's been poor, and he really should be dropped out the team, but I'd rather have Colwell and Acheampong than Acheampong and Tosin, to be perfectly honest. We're almost in a bit of a desperate situation here. Could you see Aaron Anselmino potentially play? I don't think so, given he's not been involved at all right now. It'll be strange for him to suddenly be chucked straight in. But yeah, look, for me, Colwell and Acheampong at the back, like we saw against Crystal Palace, like we saw against Bournemouth. The Acheampong thing's weird. I'm not really too sure why he's not featured at all since that Bournemouth game. It literally doesn't make any sense. He was very good against Crystal Palace. Yeah, okay, he got spun slightly for one of those Bournemouth goals, but he didn't play particularly badly. And he certainly didn't play badly enough to warrant not featuring in the team at all, getting any minutes since that game. I really wonder what's actually happened to Acheampong at this point in time. What's going on? Why is he suddenly out of favour? Why is he not playing much? Because he could certainly do a job at centre-back, and he certainly, maybe, if Reece James is going to play in midfield again, Acheampong should certainly be starting at right-back ahead of Malo Gusto. Gusto's not been in good form whatsoever. He's been struggling recently, and with James in midfield at the moment, hopefully that continues until we get our players back from injury. Acheampong should be getting a run at right-back. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what's happened to him. I'm not really too sure what's going on right now in regards to that. But Chalobah is out. It'll probably be Tosin and Colwell, but for me, it should be Acheampong coming in for Tosin, or at least Acheampong playing at right back instead of Gusto. In terms of Philip Jorgensen, Maresca again was asked about whether Jorgensen is still the number one, and he spoke after the game, the Villa game. You know, he wasn't really sure. He said it's a position that worries or concerns him. I was slightly paraphrasing there, but that was the general gist of things. But he has confirmed that Jorgensen will play tomorrow and that Jorgensen is the number one, and that if he dropped players every time they made a mistake, then he'd be changing loads of players each game. And that's true. And given how many opportunities Sanchez got, given how many chances Sanchez was given, it's absolutely right that despite making a big mistake, Jorgensen gets given another opportunity. You know, he needs to be given a run to the end of the season now. He needs a confidence-boosting game. The annoying thing about the Villa mistake is, I know it was terrible and he's been rightly criticised for it. He'd actually had a pretty good game up until that point. You know, he'd made a couple of really important saves. And obviously, all anyone's going to talk about is the fact that he cost us the game with an absolute howler at the end. But it's important he bounces back in this game. I mean, I would say that it should be a relatively straightforward evening. We should be keeping a clean sheet in this game. If we can't keep a clean sheet against the worst team in the league, and arguably could be possibly the worst team in Premier League history, then we really do have a few issues on our hands. But ultimately, it's an opportunity for Jorgensen to get have a bit of a quiet night maybe. Shouldn't imagine him being too busy, and build a bit of confidence, hopefully register a clean sheet, and then move forward to Copenhagen, move forward to Leicester and whatnot, and try and build a little bit of momentum. In terms of the other end of the pitch, Maresca's hinted that Pedro Neto could start again down the middle. I think it absolutely makes sense to continue with that. I thought Neto had one of his best games in a Chelsea shirt, certainly one of his best games in quite a while. We actually had a threat in behind, which we've lacked massively. So that needs to continue. And in regards to the struggles for Cole Palmer, I see Palmer coming in for a lot of criticism from Chelsea fans. Yes, he's not been good in recent weeks. It's 6 games without a goal now in all competitions, and I don't think he's had an assist in his last 13 games. So that doesn't really tell the full picture. He's created numerous chances, and ultimately he has been let down by his teammates. Now he is frustrated. His body language has been a bit of a talking point, certainly since that Aston Villa game. But I would argue, right, a bigger problem than Palmer's form is the fact that no one else is stepping up. The fact that we're still so reliant on him, despite all the money we've invested, despite the attacking players we've got. Why has Nkunku not stepped up? Why has Neto not stepped up? Why has Sancho not stepped up? Why have these guys not stepped up? Yeah, I think the criticism of Palmer is massively over the top. Massively over the top. This is a guy that has carried this football club for 18 months, single-handedly won us multiple games, established himself as a top player, all whilst he's had virtually no help from anyone else. So yes, his form should be criticised, but the bigger issue, guys, and where more of the energy should be going is, why is no one else stepping up? Where are you guys? Where are you? There was contributions from others earlier in the season. Those contributions are dried up now. Where are the likes of your Sanchos, your Netos, your Nkunkus, etc.? What are you doing? They haven't even got, I don't even think they've got 5 Premier League goals between them. They might have just over 5 Premier League goals between the 3 of them. That's poor. So poor. And simply not good enough, and simply unacceptable. So I get it that people are getting on Palmer's back, but yeah, absolutely. Criticism in isolation for his recent performances is fair, but I think a lot of people are going massively over the top for a guy that's bailed us out. And quite frankly, the energy should be on, why is no one stepping up? Why, after all this money spent, are we still Cole Palmer FC? That should be the bigger question here. But look, this Southampton game, I mean, anything other than 3 points, I'll say it now, is a sackable offence. It really is. We're 7th in the league. Somehow we are still in with a shout of finishing in the top 4 miraculously. I don't know how that's happened. I don't know how that's possible. But we're just lucky that everyone else has been just as bad as us and just as inconsistent as us. We still have the chance to do it. And these next 2 league games represent a chance to get 6 points on the board. Teams in and around us are playing against each other. They're going to be points dropped by teams we're competing for the top 4 or 5 with. And this is a chance for us to move up the table and get back into those Champions League qualifications. So, yeah, we can't afford to miss it. We keep being handed opportunity after opportunity, week after week. And week after week, it falls by the wayside. We keep passing up on these opportunities. Southampton and Leicester, you're not going to get 2 better opportunities at home to get 6 points on the board at a crucial stage of the season. And we've got some very, very difficult games coming up, guys. We've still got Arsenal away. We've got Forest away. We've got Newcastle away. We've got Liverpool and Man United at Stamford Bridge, to name a few. Brentford away still. These are difficult games. And in our current form, you can't see us winning that many of them, which is why these 2, and to get these 6 points on the board, is absolutely vital. And I seriously mean it. Anything other than 6 points is a sackable offence. It's unacceptable and not good enough for a club like Chelsea to not get anything other than 6 points against these relegation fodder teams. So the pressure's on Maresca, the pressure's on the players. They need to step up, they need to deliver. Obviously, there'll be the protest before the game, 6 p.m. outside Bovril Gate, Stamford Bridge. Make sure, though, that once we're into the ground, guys, that we get behind the team, support the team, that they're young, they're fragile, they need our support. But before the game, make sure you're there, 6 p.m, voice your dissatisfaction at what's going on, be respectful, get your message across in the right way, and let's try and enforce some change, because change needs to happen at this football club, because we cannot continue to go down the same route that we're going down, which is leading us to become an irrelevant football club, which is just seeing us miss out on Champions League year after year and seemingly falling further and further away from competing for any major trophies, which is not what Chelsea are. That's not who we are, but that's what we're in danger of becoming, or we already have become in some guys. So yeah, guys, this is my thoughts on Southampton game. A few of the talking points from the press conference. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea, and we're out. Peace.